Look at these and try to analyze them. When I look at them, I might describe them. This one's round, this one's red, this one's all speckly. I might compare them, I might contrast them. But if we add another one, now my focus is mostly on that their colors are doing a thing. Okay, when you have 3 of something, patterns can start to emerge, and we can see those patterns through the noise of other characteristics. Now, of course, we can look at 2 things and guess patterns, but only if we're already playing the guess the pattern game. With just 2 points, a pattern isn't actually revealed. We would have to guess whether there even was one. A 3rd point flat out shows that there's a pattern. And when we have a pattern like this, we have a tendency to focus on it and remember it. For example, in the Ender's Game book, there's a 3-character dynamic between Bonzo, Ender, and a character named Rosen, who's not in the movie, nicknamed Rose the Nose. There's no footage of him, obviously, but Orson Scott Card describes him as looking something like this. Bonzo is very strict, to say the least. He uses intimidation and aggression to keep people in line, but so much so that it stifles any creative thought in his subordinates, which means he's missing out on good collaboration, and his team ends up being too rigid in the chaos of battle. Rose the Nose is lazy and hands-off. He has few rules, and because of the weak leadership, the army doesn't function as a single unit. And Ender is a balance between the two, because he learned from both. When reading the book, I was like laser focused onto the comparison of the 3 characters, and onto the theme of strictness. But after rereading it for this video, I was surprised just how little page space this idea took up. There was a lot of other ideas that were given more attention, and were more important to the overall plot, but years later, this is one of the only things I remember about the book. With the missing 3rd character in the movie, even though the theme was sort of spelled out.
If anybody has an idea they think is better than mine, I want to hear it. I can't be expected to do all the thinking in this army, can I be?
I don't remember it as a major theme, despite the simpler story of the movie, nor do I remember a Bonzo-Ender dynamic, at least not in terms of their character differences. Only their steamy shower scene. Now, there's more involved in why something becomes memorable, and memory is fickle. My weak memory of the movie could also have been that I had just finished a box of wine. But in the movie, I do remember the comparison of the 3 siblings. Peter's too aggressive, too violent. Valentine is too compassionate, too female. And Ender is a mix. He's compassionate and aggressive. And this really seemed to focus my attention on how he would treat the aliens. What, is he gonna be nice? Or is he gonna be a dick? When the bugs show up. And while Peter and Valentine get a lot more development in the book, my memory of them was about as sophisticated as the movie. Mean, nice, in between. So why is it that simple patterns seem to grab us? Patterns suggest causality, that there's a rule or law in the way the universe behaves. So if we pay attention, learn the pattern, and remember it, we might be able to apply that information. It's not cooking with science, but for creatures that just need to match up male and female ends with the right species, paying attention to simple patterns can get us through the day. But then why not longer patterns, like a 4 pattern? If we're just trying to understand a simple idea, like there is a compassion spectrum, 3 will put us there. If we added a 4th sibling, for example, it would do nothing to help us understand the pattern, and it might even be distracting by maybe creating more patterns. 4 can be more than we need to get it or remember it. It can feel excessive. All this is probably why 3 things in particular grabs our attention and memory. Applying the idea, stories may include 3 related characters to make us examine their similarities and differences. A character may make 3 attempts, or take 3 similar actions to draw attention to the differences in cause and effect. And they say comedy comes in 3s.
Yes, I know did.
It's not that presenting 2 is incorrect, or that presenting 4 is incorrect. It's just that presenting 3 of something tends to grab our attention. This has been Jesse with another f***ing video essay series. Hey, if you want to watch more episodes of another f***ing video essay series, click the subscribe button. And if you want to help support it, hey, wait a second. That scene, I remember. It was a part of 3 key story events. I'm not a pervert for remembering their sweet naked bodies, it's just another 3 example.